Lavender has been an absolute favourite of gardeners for centuries. The intense perfume, the fantastic display, the variety of uses both inside and outside the home, and their ease of growth has seen them blooming in suburban gardens and the palace landscapes of kings around the world. Of course, the place to see how to get the best out of your lavender is a lavender farm. I'm here at Bridstow Estate, just outside Launceston in Tasmania, the world's largest grower of quality plants. Here, the lavender fields just go right across the landscape. I guess they know something about growing this perfume beauty. This is the plant with the highest oil content. The species is the true French lavender, Lavender angustifolia, and it just loves cool conditions here in Tasmania. All you need to do is add just a little bit of lime to the soil and you'll have a sea of summer blue. The biggest problem that home gardeners have with lavender is pruning. If you get it wrong, you end up with a scraggly, weedy-looking plant that's short-lived. The remedy is very, very easy to follow. After flowering, remove 1/3. And it's just a case of being brutal. Just cut the plant back really quite hard. Then what you're left with is a nice leafy little bun, fresh new growth. It'll be back in flower in no time and the plant will live for years. You'll notice that the lavender is planted on long curved rows across the hillside. That's not a mistake. They're actually planted on the contour and it slows down the rain so that it can seep deep into the soil, and that eliminates the need for any irrigation. You'll also notice that the whole estate is actually surrounded by forest, 40 hectares of cultivated and natural planting, and it's full of birds. And that means that they can come into the farm, take out all the insects and reduce the need for any sprays. The other gift from nature is bees. Apiarists bring their hives to the farm to help fertilise the flowers, and that has two advantages. Fertilised flowers produce a lot more oil and they get a fantastic lavender-flavoured honey. The harvesting starts in January and a hectare of mature plants produces about 5 tonnes of flowers. Then it's off to the distillery. This one dates back to the 1950s. The oil is vaporised by forcing steam through the flowers and is then re-liquefied in condenser tubes and stored in stainless steel drums. The oil continues to intensify and improve for years. But if harvesting oil is not your highest priority, the great thing is there are literally dozens of varieties of lavender to grow in a garden. Now this one here is Riverina Thomas, and there are a lot of them that have been developed in Australia, especially for the oils, but they look just as good in the garden. But in recent years, there are a couple of dozen varieties that have been released with little wings coming out the flowers. They tend to be quite intense in their flower colour. Not so good for oil, but they look fantastic, even in pots, and the plants are much smaller. But out in the garden, you can't beat these big shrubs. Growing lavender in the garden can be a really fun, exciting adventure because there are so many different varieties to choose from. But how do you select which one? Well, there's one variety of lavender you can't beat, and that's lavender ice cream. Oh, beautiful. What do you reckon, Bobby? He likes it too.